Alright, Rhenz Abando. Rhenz Abando. I feel like every single fan or every single person who watched the UAAP last season has become a fan of Rhenz Abando. Lahat tayo namangha, lahat tayo nagulat, lahat tayo na-amaze, lahat tayo nagalingan kay Rhenz Abando, di ba? So, I'm certain that people watching this right now, alam nyo naman kung gaano kagaling si Renz at alam nyo naman kung anong kaya niyang gawin. So I don't need to remind you guys kung sino si Rhenz Abando. Moving forward from the incident in UST, the Bicol bubble. Okay, moving forward from that. Okay, so I played the UAP for I was a rookie in 2009. Last season was 2015. All right. After playing the UAAP, I became an analyst for the NCAA starting season 91 when the NCAA went back to ABS-CBN the last season. So I'm somewhat familiar of the NCAA game, which I will let you know it wasn't any different from Calvin Abueva's time or Kevin Alas's time or Borgie Hermida's time. It wasn't very different. Nung player ako, makakalaban mo pa rin naman yung NCAA sa mga tune-up games, Phil Oil, Father Martins, mga kalaban mo pa din naman sila. Medyo makikita mo yung NCAA brand of basketball. What I can tell you right now about Rhenz Abando is the NCAA will unlock the full potential of Rhenz Abando. I'm telling you, the NCAA will unlock the full potential of Rhenz Abando. You will see what Rhenz Abando can really do in the NCAA. This is from my experience, from watching the UAAP, playing in the UAAP, to analyzing and watching the NCAA, and then also watching the UAAP the past couple of seasons. Why do I say that Rhenz Abando will enter the next level? Kasi if you watch the NCAA, it's more individualistic. Mas ano sa NCAA, guys? Mas superstars talaga sa NCAA. I'm not saying walang superstar sa UAAP, I'm not saying that. May superstar sa UAAP, may superstar sa NCAA. Pero ang labanan sa NCAA, superstars versus superstars. It's very individualistic. We're talking about Giovanni Halalon of Arellano, Kent Salado also. We're talking about Baser Amer, Scotty Thompson of Perpetual, Reynam Batak, Kevin Racal, Mark Cruz. And then now, recently, Alin Bulanadi, RK Ilagan, Robert Bolick, CJ Perez. We're talking about superstars. So pag naglalaro sa NCAA, ang labanan is your superstar versus my superstar. If you look at past champions in the NCAA, season 91, Mark Cruz, Kevin Racal, Reynam Batak, Giovanni Halalon, nandun pa. We went to Robert Bolick. Ito na sina CJ Perez, diba? Marcelino Twins. And then last season, you honestly think that Letran could have won that without Fran Yu in the finals? No. Pansinin nyo, sa UAAP, Ateneo has dominated the past couple of seasons. Well, not couple of seasons. The past okay. Why is Ateneo dominant in the UAAP? Because of Coach Tab Baldwin. Do not tell me that Ateneo's lineup, on paper, you can't tell me. Now, on paper, you would think or kaya mag-dominate ng Ateneo ng ganito kalala. It's because of Coach Tab Baldwin's system. So yun yung sa UAAP. In the UAAP, you can't win by yourself, aka UP. You can't win by yourself. Okay? Kailangan medyo mas cohesive, kakabasahan kayo. For you to beat an Ateneo team who has dominated the whole league the past couple of seasons, you really need to play like a team, guys. Okay? In the NCAA, bakit ba daming triple-double sa NCAA? May 40 si Alin Bulanadi. May 40 si Reynam Batak. May 50 si Robert Bolick. Scotty Thompson and Giovanni Halalon had a triple-double in the first half. But do you see those kinds of stats in the UAAP? No. Kasi nga, it's more individualistic in the NCAA. Like in the NCAA, guys, like if you're the star of a team, you're playing 35, 36 minutes. And they will ride your talent the whole night. So sa NCAA, make or break ang mga superstar. Pag may nights na off night ka, kunyari, Rhenz Abando, minamalas, kunyari hindi siya makashoot. Ang mangyayari dyan, okay, hindi ka makashoot, bigyan natin yung bola kay Renzo Subido or kay CJ Cancino or pupunta ka kay Chabio. That's how it is in the UAP. Like kunyari, let's talk about UP. Pag malas si Juan, meron kang Richie. Pag malas si Richie, meron kang Kobe. I'm not saying yun yung yun yung order Pero pag malas, bigay natin sa iba. Pag malas ka, bigay natin sa iba. Ganun sa UAAP. Lasal, Aljun Melesio, Encho Serrano, lahat. Kumbaga, ito first option natin. Malas, dito tayo sa second option. Malas, dito tayo sa third option. Ganun yun sa UAAP. Sa NCAA, pag star ka, okay? Pag kunyari si Alin Bulanadi ka, which we can say na yun yung type of game na dadalhin ni Rhenz sa NCAA. An Alin Bulanadi type of game. Yung just score at will. Just score the basketball. Just get buckets. Because we need your buckets for us to win. Okay. If Alin Bulanadi is struggling to make a shot in the first quarter, first half, ang sasabihin ni Coach Egay dyan, I would assume, hoy, Alin, shoot mo naman. Kasi kung hindi mo i-shoot, hindi tayo mananalo. Ganon sa NCAA. Like, if Giovanni was playing like shit, which rarely happened, in the first half, Coach Jericho Deniera will not say, okay, mala si Giovanni, bigay muna natin kay Zach Nichols. If you actually still remember Zach Nichols. Ang sasabihin ni Coach Jerry, hoy, Giovanni, gising. Hoy, Giovanni, gising. Kailangan ka namin, hindi tayo mananalo. So si Fran Yu, ganun din. Hoy, gising. Kasi kung hindi ka gagawa, talo tayo. So, that's what I'm saying that it will unlock Rhenz Abando's full potential. Kasi wala siyang choice kung hindi gumawa. Nung hindi siya naglaro for UST a couple of games because of the issue with tampering, UST still came out to play and were very, very competitive. In the NCAA, if Giovanni Halalon cannot play, if Scotty Thompson suddenly cannot play, if Mark Cruz suddenly cannot play, if Robert Bolick, CJ Perez could not play, when CJ Perez did not play in that one game in the finals, if I recall correctly, di mo nangyari. Walang CJ Perez. Like, it was CJ Perez against Robert Bolick. I'm not saying wala silang mga kakampi, pero kung hindi gagawa si CJ Perez, kung hindi gagawa si Robert Bolick, those teams would be in danger. Sa UAAP, pag may off night si, let's say, si 3rd Ravenna, Ateneo would still win. Pag may off night si Kobe Paras, UP could still win. Pag may off night si Rhenz Abando, UST could still win. Sa NCAA, hindi ganun. Pag nagkalat si RK Ilagan, tsaka si Alin Bulanadi sa San Sebastian, hindi sila mananalo. Ganun sa NCAA. You honestly think mananalo yung Arellano during the Giovanni days kung magkakalat si Giovanni? Kaya nga pag nag-cramp si Giovanni, patay. Paano mananalo? So, this is just my observation. The NCAA will unlock Rhenz Abando's full potential. Letran will unlock Rhenz Abando's full potential. Yung talagang Rhenz, get the basketball and do something. Nag-analyze ako sa NCAA. Alam niyo yung pag nag-analyze ka, time out, tapos magpi-play yung coach, 'di ba? May camera, may mic, mapapakinggan namin, tapos i-analyze namin, guys. Like superstar, get the basketball, run a pick and roll, create, do something. Make something of this possession. We need a bucket. Ganun sa NCAA, guys. Okay, now I'm not saying NCAA brand of basketball is better than UAAP or UAAP is better than NCAA. No. What I'm saying is may binabagayan. Can you imagine if Giovanni Halalon was put in a Ateneo type of offense? Or can you imagine if Matt Nieto, who was one of the best point guards in the UAAP last season, can you imagine if lagay mo si Matt Nieto sa San Sebastian? Palit sila ni RK Ilagan kay Coach Egay Macaraya. Kakampi ni Matt Nieto, I don't know if you even know them, Jason David, Calma, yung big man niya si Calma. You honestly think Matt Nieto will be successful in that type of setup? You put RK Ilagan sa Ateneo. And RK can't pull up from 30 feet. RK can't come off a ball screen and just pull. RK Ilagan will not be RK Ilagan. Matt Nieto will not be Matt Nieto. This is the argument. Coach Aldin Ayo, galing ng NCAA. Nag-champion sa NCAA. Now, this is my argument. This is my observation. Coach Aldin Ayo, from what I saw, okay, comparing his first season in the NCAA na nag-champion siya, comparing that season to this past season with UST, mas bara-bara siya nung nasa Letran siya. Kasi si Coach Aldin, nag-adjust na din dun sa UAAP game. Alam niya na hindi mananalo ng yung dati niyang game plan or the way sila maglaro dati. Hindi mananalo kay Coach Tab Baldwin yun. Now, I know Coach Aldin Ayo is a player's coach. I know Coach Aldin Ayo will try to squeeze every inch of talent you have out. Pero you can't win in the UAAP as individuals. You just cannot dethrone Ateneo with talent. You can't. Ask UP. Look at UP's lineup and talk to me again about beating Ateneo with raw talent. So if you can imagine Rhenz Abando in a setup na, Rhenz, kunin mo yung bola. If you want the clear out, get the clear out. If you want the ball screen, get the ball screen. Gawan mo ng paraan. Rhenz Abando will flourish in the NCAA. They always say parang ligang labas sa NCAA. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Saan ba nanggaling si Renz? Sobrang galing sa ligang labas ni Renz, I suppose. Can you imagine Renz Abando's ligang labas self on TV? Come on, man.